Welcome to GBL Game Day, your home for the Greater Boston League.
In match number 1, it's the 2-2 Senor Ocho Cinco taking on 2-2 Hurricane, and the Hurricane kept their momentum rolling with a balanced team performance led by Rashid Shaheed, Jackson Dart, and Sam Laporta. Senor Ocho Cinco got solid outings from Puka Nacua and Devonta Smith, but Justin Herbert couldn't deliver a big day when it was absolutely needed the most. Hurricane's consistency continues to shine as they move to 3-2 by a final score of 125.38 to 103.44. In match number 2, it's the 3-1 Miami Sound Machine taking on the 2-2 Aston TDs in the third cousin versus cousin bowl of the year. This matchup was an offensive slugfest, but Jonathan Taylor's 31.6 points set the tone early for Aston TDs. Javonte Williams and Justin Jefferson followed with strong support, overcoming a big day from Tua Tagovailoa and Rachaad White. Aston TDs improved to 3-2 with one of the week's top scores by a final score of 166.18 to 148.74. In match number 3, it's the GBL Game of the Week as the number 1 team in the league, Fighting Irish, take on the winless Quails. And the Irish continue to dominate the league thanks to huge performances from Dak Prescott, Kyron Williams, and Jackson Smith-Njigba. The Quails finally showed some fight with Emeka Egbuka and Jamar Chase exploding for over 60 combined points, but it wasn't enough to topple the top seed. The Irish remain at 4-1 and look every bit the team to beat, winning by a final score of 168.08 to 142.82. In match number 4, it's the 2-2 Albanian Express taking on the 2-2 Korean Mafia in an all-time rivalry game, and the Mafia bounced back in a huge way as Josh Allen, Deebo Samuel, and breakout back Ja'Cory Croskett-Merritt dominated the scoreboard. The Express couldn't find rhythm outside of Breece Hall and Amon-Ra St. Brown, struggling to keep pace. The win moves the Korean Mafia to 3-2 and keeps them in the playoff mix, winning by a final score of 133.72 to 94.44. In match number 5 is the 2-2 Wake and Bakers taking on the 3-1 Red River Hogs, and the Wake and Bakers came out firing, powered by Baker Mayfield's 33 points and a breakout performance from tight end Jake Ferguson. The Red River Hogs had huge numbers from Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Waddle, but the supporting cast fell flat. The Bakers jumped to 3-2 and show signs of heating up at the right time, winning in Week 5 by a final score of 135.48 to 109.32. And finally, in match number 6, it's the 1-3 injured reserves taking on the 2-2 Albanian Hard Knocks. It was a close battle throughout the entire weekend as Justin Fields kept the reserves in striking distance. But the Albanian Hard Knocks got vintage performances from Christian McCaffrey, Stephon Diggs, and Jalen Hurts to seal the game late. The injured reserves fall to 1-4 despite one of their best showings of the season, losing by a final score of 113.12 to 116.8. Now let's take a look at the slate of games for Week 6 Civil War in the GBL. In match number 1, it is number 2 Hurricane taking on number 1 Fighting Irish. It's a true Civil War clash between the top 2 teams in the league. The Irish ride in with huge momentum and first place on the line, while Hurricane looks to reclaim the throne. In match number 2 is the 6th place Wake and Bakers taking on the 5th place Miami Sound Machine, and both teams are battling for a top 5 spot in the standings. The Bakers are projected slightly ahead, but Miami's offense can explode at any time. This matchup could come down to the wire. In match number 3, it is the 8th place Red River Hogs taking on 7th place Albanian Hard Knocks. Two evenly matched squads collide in a mid-table showdown. The Hogs have Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Waddle leading the way, but the Knocks counter with Christian McCaffrey and Jalen Hurts. Big implications for playoff seeding here on the line. In match number 4, it is the 10th place Albanian Express taking on number 9 Senor Josinko, with both teams looking to get back to 500. And this one looks as close as it can get. Just a 0.6 point difference at the time in projections sets up what could be a coin flip finish. In match number 5, it is the winless 12th place Quails taking on 11th place Injured Reserves. A battle at the bottom, but don't overlook the stakes. Somebody's season's about to get a spark. Both squads are projected neck and neck, and a win here could start a much-needed turnaround for either side. And finally, in match number 6 is the GBL Game of the Week, featuring two familiar foes with a long, heated history, a game that's been anticipated since the draft day. It's number 4 Korean Mafia squaring off against number 3 Asantidis in a battle that could shake up the top of the standings. Both teams came out of this year's draft looking strong, but few expected them to be this good. Instead of hanging around the middle of the pack, both have exploded out of the gates, blowing past expectations and cementing themselves as early contenders. The history runs deep here. Steve's Asantidis leads the all-time series 7 wins to 4, including 2 of the last 3 matchups, highlighted by that 164.08 to 83.94 Doomsday beatdown in 2024 that still haunts Nick to this day. Steve enters this week ranked 5th all-time at 71 wins and 72 losses, while Nick comes in at number 10 with 55 wins and 77 losses, but records mean absolutely nothing when pride and playoff position are on the line. 2 red-hot teams, one fierce rivalry, and a statement game waiting to be made. Despite the fact that there could be a tight matchup, we predict the Korean Mafia taking this victory by a final score of 138.6 to 132.9.